Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our second workshop today. We're super excited and grateful that you'll be joining us today, Friday, May 22nd. We're, going into the being aware of our surroundings and of each other during this time. But I know that we're still going to create memories with those that are closest to us while we remember, why this country is so great and all those that fought for us to be here in this country. So we're really excited that today we're going to be talking about getting our businesses ready for the new normal and what that looks like. I know a lot of us have transitioned to virtual business, whether it's going on Facebook Live, Instagram, on YouTube, and leveraging all the different platforms that are out there, all the social media platforms and all the different platforms to host our stores and promote our services. So we wanted to bring this information to you so that as the stay-at-home order starts lifting and we transition into what is, like our title is called, our new normal, and what that's going to look like. What do we need to have in order? What do we need to have in our businesses so that we can open doors and have our clients visit us once again, right? And so my name is Dorima Hamilton, and I'm the Executive Director of Ideal CDC, and we're just really excited that you're joining us here today for this, very important workshop where we'll be covering all the different things that, U.S. business owners need to have in place. And, today our good friend Claudia Shah is joining us from the SBDC in East Los Angeles. She has been working with us for over a year now, and she has been very key to bringing some of this very important information, not just to our community, but everybody in East Los Angeles. And so we're really grateful that she accepted the invitation to join us and to provide this information for all of you so that as you start preparing for what your new normal is going to look like for businesses, you can have all the information, have all the links that you need to obtain the equipment, the PPE, the thermostat, or the temperature checkers and the face coverings, not thermostat, sorry, thermometer. But have all those things in place so that we can get ourselves ready and that we're protecting each other. And then get started with our presentation for today. So Claudia, go ahead and introduce yourself, and thank you again for joining us on this Friday.
Thank you, Dorima. Thank you again for the invite. Happy to be here. Happy to partner with you guys again. And thank you, everybody who's joining us today or who will watch it later on in the comfort of their house during the weekend. But I appreciate it very much. And let's get started. I will share my screen right now. Okay, Dorima, I think you need to give me screen share rights.
Oh, okay. Let me see
okay.
What's going on.
In the meantime, let me tell you a little bit about who we is that we offer free services for people who have a business or who wants to start a business. And we do this because we are paid with our taxes. The governor of California, what they do is with some of the tax money, they put it together in order for us to be able to help you for free. So that's what we can do. We can help you with startup information, licenses and permits. If you already have a business, you want to grow the business, we can help you with business plan and import, export, social media and marketing, a lot of things. And the things that we have been helping a lot this time, of course, has been for the SBA loans. So the PPP and the EIDL. We have every day at 3 o'clock, we have a webinar with Orange County SBDC, and we offer all this information there. So if you want more information, I will be putting our phone number and information there so you can call us and sign up for this. Other things that we offer is the webinars. So we have a lot of webinars. You can attend any webinar that you want. The majority of them are free. And our webinars on QuickBooks, on social media marketing, the startups, business plan, import-export, government contracting. They are still doing certifications, so take advantage of those things. So we have a lot of that information. The resources, we have our website is smallbizla.org, where you can find information about COVID-19, and then there's a response guide, or you can visit our Facebook page where we post a lot of good information and up to date IRS taxes, tax reliefs because of sick family members for your employees, etc. So take advantage. So today we're going to start talking about how to transition to the new normal, strategies, resources, information, ideas, and things like that. We want to make this very interactive for those who are live right now with us. So please feel free to put questions or comments in the chat box. Lay County um, said we have right now 5 stages, and we are right now in stage 2, where we have the golf courses, some of the clubs and dealerships and florists, toys, retails open. And little by little, we want to open the entire economy. But it cannot happen unless we have some stuff in our end that we're doing in order for this to happen. So, what are the things that they want us to do, or in order for this to happen? When you have a physical establishment, they want you to screen your employees and make sure that they are free of any like sickness. They have not felt anything in the past day or two. They haven't gone or been in contact with anybody who has been sick, things like that. So you can do that. Yes, you have to do it. Yes, in order to ensure all the employees who are around you as well, and to ensure the clients, if in any case you have clients coming to your store, okay, you have to have signages. So the public health department and the COVID 19, there is a page specifically for COVID-19. What we have, or what they have there, are signages. What are the signages that you need to put? You need to ensure that you want people to keep the 6 feet distance, the physical distancing, that they are wearing the face mask. So you need to make sure that you have all those things there, because you are ensuring the public who comes, or the employees who comes to your store, that you are taking care of these things. Signage for people working from home? No, but yes, you should have something that says what are the things that you are doing. Again, to ensure that when I buy the merchandise from you, I can feel secure that whatever I'm handling and manipulating, it is well taken care of. What I mean by that is, let's say, for example, you sell jewelry, and I am going to buy something. The box where you pack it, the way you fabricate or manufacture my necklace or something, how are you taking care of it? Do you sanitize yourself before? Do you clean this? Do you clean the box? Do you use gloves? Do you have a mask when you are assembling my thing? So that's kind of like what you want to make sure, that you are making your clients and the public who's buying this from you, that they can feel comfortable getting it from you. Okay. You want to have a plan. How am I going to do this? When is this going to start? The employees that I had to lay off, or the employees who have not been working, how am I going to going to be prepared with all this, to make sure that everybody who comes through my door feels safe and my employees feel safe. Right now, we need to learn and understand that this is our new normal, and it's going to be for a long time. We were talking that earlier in the webinar that we had before this one, and is that this is our new normal. We don't know how long it will last, but we know for sure that it won't be just a matter of a few months. It won't be a matter of only until December. This will be, at least will take several months and maybe years for people to get used to this way of living, and some things will stay, maybe some things will go, but we need to be able to be prepared for this. The biggest one, the social distancing. Okay, there should be a protocol, and there is the public health department, that's the signage that they have. We're going to share these links in the video after we are done this, and make sure that you are taking care of it. So let's say, for example, that they come to you and they see that you have mark on the floor, the 6 feet apart. That's part of what you need to do. If you have a physical store, you need to ensure that if people are standing in line, they have marks where they have to stand. Because of course you are not going to start there and you're going to start measuring where you are. You have already seen that happening in a lot of stores and markets and everything, that we have all those signages on the floor. So you have to ensure that. You have to ensure that people are wearing the face masks. Why? Because that's part of our normal living now. Everybody has to wear face masks. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, you have to ensure that you're doing. You have to ensure your employees are wearing them. You have to ensure that whenever you're manipulating things, you're doing it. And that's why I said, even if you're from home, just make sure that you are ensuring people that you are wearing a mask when they are manipulating the products that they're going to sell to you. It makes you feel more comfortable if you think about it, because it's like, what if I sneeze? What if I cough? So you want to make sure about that, okay? And you have to make sure that you distribute this to the entire public, to the employees. Your employees needs to be aware of this social distancing. Even though we know this is our new normal, believe me, there are a lot of miscommunication. Today, what I want to enforce is that you do communication. You do communicate with everybody, with your clients, with your employees, with your suppliers, with anybody who has to do with your business. Why? Communication is key. We always have known that communication is a key part of your business, but now more than ever, you need to make sure that your employees know what to expect. Questions like, were you in contact with anybody who has been sick? Have you feeling sick or something? Can I take your temperature, or I have to take your temperature? So all those things are things that our employees are not used to, and we need to make sure that we have something that says that they have to do that. If we have a physical location, the other things that they're suggesting is how many people can come or be in my business at the same time. All these things has to be in writing. The public health department, the government, everybody wants to make sure that you have things display that tells me that you are. I don't know if you have noticed that every few minutes they are telling you, we are encouraging physical distancing, where everybody needs to wear a mask. That's not an option. So they have to do this because it's part of the protocol that they were asked in order for them to keep open. So if you want to be operating, you have to comply with certain rules. So those are the rules, okay? You need to make sure that you have certain distance for them to pick up their things. The curbside, that's a new rule. Those who have a restaurant and who wants to open, they can only deliver or have a curbside pickup. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that you have signage where they can do this. The LA.dot, they are doing free signage at this point. You have to apply and they will see if you qualify. If you qualify and you're in the LA area, they will provide that for free for you, and they will go gathering. If you have noticed also, when you go to a retail store like a Target, or you go to a market, there is normally somebody at the door that is controlling the traffic, is making sure you are wearing your face mask, is ensuring that you can communicate with the people inside to maintain the crowds in there, that there are not too many people, because again, we are not able to jump between each other. The other into floor for that. So make sure that you acquire those and you plan for those, because you have to do it if you have a physical location. Okay. um, what else? You have to protect the health of your employees. That's part of the new rule. Okay. If an employee is sick, they have to stay home, and you can report the time and you can be paid for it. EDD, we had EDD talking to us yesterday, and EDD has 3 tax relief programs right now due to the COVID. And one of them is a paid leave for your employees that you can take, and you can report that to them, and you will get tax relief for those. So you can be able to pay them for this. So make sure that you have the symptoms, you check for that, you consider like they have to go and wash every 30 minutes. I was in a supermarket earlier this week, like on Tuesday, I want to say, and there was a code, and they said code 101, everybody, this department, this department, this department. I was like, what that means? So I went and I asked them, and I'm like, what does code 101 means? And it's like, then they call the other departments, then the others, and the others, and they start rotating to wash their hands and to be sanitizing the spaces and their places, the areas. The cashiers had to sanitize every time one client leaves. So the customer leaves their thing, they sanitize, the second one comes, they sanitize, and so forth. So that's what it is. That's our new normal. That's me ensuring you can come to my place because I am taking care of you, I'm taking care of my employees, and I'm really aware of everything that is happening, and I am compliant with it. Okay. Restrooms, you have to clean it. So don't post it if you're not doing, but I know you will do it because you want to be open. We all want to be open. We all want to go back to the normal. So we have to post these posters, okay? You have to put the posters that you are telling your employees to clean themselves, to have the face mask, that nobody can come in if they don't have that, things like that. Okay, I'm going to give a break so people can ask questions. Dorima, do we have questions?
Hi, yes. We have a couple of questions here. So one of them is, what should we as business owners do if we clearly see one of our customers that looks sick, but they told us that they're not sick? Should we just let them shop, or what should we do in that if that were to happen?
I think most of the places have some disclosure that says that we have the right to not provide the service to somebody. I think I have seen that we reserve the right
Yeah.
to provide the service. And I think if you feel unsafe and you feel that this doesn't work, the other thing is you can take the temperature. I don't know why I don't have that slide of the temperature, but you can take the temperature of the employees and of the clients. So if you don't feel safe and you don't feel that they're telling you the truth, and you try to take the temperature and it looks iffy or whatever, I think you have the right to tell them, I'm sorry, but I am not going to be able to provide you services. Because not only you're putting yourself at risk, but your employees and the other clients. And you don't want to do that.
Right. Yeah, I think
Um,
it's best if, like, perhaps pulling them aside each other as well, but um, protecting each other's health, right?
Absolutely.
Another question here. As an employer, do I need to give my employees N95 masks, or can they be any other masks? And do they need to have one every day that they come into work? Like, I guess what they're asking here, do they need to have a new one?
Um, the normal mask that the people are doing with the fabric, a fabric mask that they can
Yeah,
go and wash it every now and then.
right.
You don't have to provide the N95. You just have to make sure that the mask that you are wearing or you're providing, it is protective.
Yeah.
I saw, I don't have an example here, but I saw somebody who really, it looked like they, that's not protecting you, that's not protecting me. So it's like, what are you even doing out there with that? So
Right.
I just wanted to see if I had hole here because I wanted to show just like cutting a little piece of this and putting it in my mouth. That's not going to protect me. So no, just make sure that you really are protecting them and you're protecting yourself and your clients. So and no, you don't need to be providing every day a new one. They can wash it, and you can use maybe one or two and they can interact and wash it.
Yeah, yeah. I know that people are getting creative right now with masks, with using their shirts, or just for the safety of you and others around you. But yes, I have seen those go around of how people have gotten creative during this time, and can be entertaining, but not the safest.
I know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um, and then the last question I have here, in regards to the restrooms, do we need to be cleaning our restrooms every time someone uses it, or can it be every hour? How do we go about if we just, have our customers, we have a restroom for our customers?
It doesn't specify. Here is more or less what they say. It says increase in the every time somebody goes in. I don't think it needs to be every time somebody goes in, but
Right.
just be mindful. All of these things are more, you be also in the shoes of your clients and employees. How
Yeah.
would you feel going to a place that you know that they haven't cleaned the restroom in the last 5 hours and you have seen traffic going in and out of that restroom? So it's just that it's be in their shoes of the others to
Yeah.
make sure that you can be mindful about it and say, I should do it this way. And see, maybe there is no traffic to your restroom, so of course you don't need to be cleaning it in the last 30 minutes or an hour because nobody has gone in, because you have seen. So you should be monitoring all this to make sure what happens and how often you need to do this. So I think it's more about each one's discretion, um, like ATM machines or pens. I was putting an example earlier in the other workshop that I went to sign something for my daughter's school, and the lady, as soon as I signed, she took my pen, she disinfected, and she put it back in the thing. So the next person who will use it, it is disinfected because it's a pen. It's something that I'm manipulating using. So yes, you want to do that. So that's what it is. If we're sharing something that needs to be passing through other person constantly, I will clean it. I was telling you that when the cashier, when you go there and you pass your card or you have to type your number or something in your little card, I think that when you should do it often, because I'm using my fingers and all, however you consider is better for you to make others feel safer, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's best to just put yourself in the shoes of your customers and how you would feel if you were to see certain practices put into place or not put into place. I think that's the best and the safest. But those are the questions we have for now. But thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's continue. You can also make comments. Everybody over there, you can make
Yes.
comments. You can give suggestions. We want us to come together. I don't have all the answers. Rima doesn't have all the answers. We don't know everything. So if you know something, you can give us some ideas also. That would be nice and awesome. So please feel free to also share that. Share good best practices. Share other information. Okay. Okay, so preparing to reopen, you know that you need to pay your rent, and maybe you haven't paid your rent in the past 2 months or something. So you need to start thinking about when are you going to start paying your rent, because that will affect your credit when the landlords can start reporting you. Right now they can't, but it will be when we reopen the economy, they could also go and report you. So you don't want that to happen. So make sure that if you haven't communicated with your landlord about all this, about how you're going to repay the rent that you owe, and of course, we are suggesting you talk to them not to pay them all at once, because you're not going to be able to do that. So how you can negotiate those 2 3 months that you owe in order to pay them in 6 months or a year from now. So talk to them and see how you're going to do that, but you need a financial spreadsheet. We will be able to provide you that if you're a client of ours, and we can give you that financial spreadsheet so you can start like looking where are you going to start paying and how much money you will need for this months to come. If you got your loan, the PPP, the idle, and all that, remember that some of the portion of the loan, it is payable. You have to pay it. It is a debt. So you need to start scheduling that as well. When is my PPP going to start kicking in? Is after 6 months when I got my money, things like that. Um, the SBA already put a guideline on how you have to claim that PPP money and all that. So you need to start planning for that. You need to have a form. You need to keep up to date with that. Keep your employees, your clients, your suppliers informed and ready on what your clients. those clients who have been faithful to you for so many years, the clients that you work so hard to get. So I hope you have like a database or something that you can refer to in order for you to contact them and tell them what is happening. If you don't know when you're going to open, just contact them. Just say hi, just checking in. Hope everybody in your family is doing fine. We are doing okay. We have been closed, but we hope to reopen really soon. Those are things. That communication, they will really, really appreciate it. Okay, so make sure that you are doing that. Paying it right now, so you need to start planning for that. And we hope that with all the webinars that we have given in the past, telling you please be ready, please talk to your the people that you owe something, to tell them, hey, can we negotiate this? Can we arrange some sort of payment later on and things like that? We hope that you have done that, because yes, you have to start paying them. Okay. Then we also want you to make sure that all those the utilities, sorry, that if you, in case you didn't pay them, also, did you negotiate with the Department of Water and Power or SoCal Gas or whatever it is? Did you negotiate with them a different type of payment? They were doing that. They were listening to the customers and saying, okay, we can do this for you or not. So your bank with your some of your other loans that you used to have and maybe you didn't pay anymore for those loans, those also you need to start talking about how you're going to start paying those. So that's why we want you to have like a financial spreadsheet where you can start putting those numbers there and you can start envisioning your money. Like, how are we going to do this? Going to have for the employees. Remember that the employees have their own posters, but now they're going to have these new posters as well, because you want to make sure that they have these posters where you are telling them you need to stop spreading the germs. This is what you need to do if you have a symptom. You need to wear your face mask. We need to disinfect. If you feel sick, don't come to work. All those things. You need to have it in writing, because now it's going to be part of your HR guidelines. So that's how you need to think about it. Social media, marketing, publicity, whatever it is. Now, with this situation, we got very comfortable on being online. I have a lot of clients, or my team, and we all have a lot of our clients who don't feel comfortable say that, because that's not a reality. The reality is that we have become virtual users and we have become more comfortable. A lot of the webinars are via Zoom, Facebook Live, Instagram. I'm doing publicity and marketing through those social media platforms. I'm putting my products out there through those social medias. Maybe I decided that I reinvented myself and said, okay, no more. I don't need a physical location. I'm doing so well online that I'm going to keep on doing it online. And that's fine. If you have reinvented yourself in such a way that the online platform is working for you, by all means, do it, because this is where the future is going. We are going to be using the internet and the social media platforms and the computers and the cell phone mobile applications and whatever, not even more than we were using in the past few months, because now we have that necessity. If we want to order a delivery, not everybody's answering the phone. Everybody's using answer the phone. If you call them, they will send you a text saying, please text us your order. Go to our website and text your order, and your order will be ready, and I'll let you know via text. Because it takes time over the phone, it takes whatever it is. Some of them are doing it via Facebook, Instagram, or their website. It's like, you place the order here, I have it ready, I'll send you a text when it's ready, you come and pick it up. Food trucks. Food trucks are reinventing themselves, because, of course, now they cannot put the little tables and chairs outside of their food truck space. They have to keep the 6 feet of social distancing. So the food trucks, what they are doing is like, call me, place the order, let me know when you're here, so you can come and I can give it to you, and you can leave. You cannot eat here. If you are going to make the line, you have to keep those 6 feet of distance, and you take your order and you cannot eat it here. We have the case of somebody who had to eat it in their car because they didn't want to go home and eat it at home. They were like, I wanted to get out and eat it somewhere. And the food truck person told her, I'm sorry, you cannot eat it nearby here. You have to go to your car or you have to go somewhere else, but not here. So that's our new reality. And that's how we need to start thinking how we're going to reinvent ourselves in order to accommodate all these new scenarios and new cases. If you think that your business, even though you had a front store, if your business is doing good and better online and you want to keep it, why not? You want to do it that way? You can do it 100%. You can do it 50-50. We have a case of one of our clients, and they say, you know what, Claudia, my lease is expiring in July, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it expire. I am working so well from home, and I'm doing way too good. My presence online, I started using other platforms besides the one that I had, because I found that they were buying in other platforms better and is doing super well. So why would I pay rent if I can do my jewelry, my clothes, or whatever it is from home, instead of going to a physical location that I have to pay rent, I have to hire an employee there, I have to do so many things. So whatever you can do to reinvent yourself and it's working right now, take advantage of it and do it. But the social media platforms or the internet, it is one of the big pieces. A lot of our clients don't have Google My Business, and I know Dorima hosted a Google My Business workshop yesterday. Google is the platform for you to look for business or for products or for whatever it is. You have to have a presence in Google, and it's free. That's part of our consulting too. We will help you set up your page there, or we'll tell you all the things that needs to happen in your page in order for you to be more found, if we can call it that way, that you can be found on the internet, and that you can have a better presence. So try to take advantage of these different places that you can be at. If you don't have it, call us and let's see how we can do this and how we can reinvent ourselves. Any questions?
Yes. Thank you, Claudia. We have two questions right here. Mm-hmm. One is in regards to your finances. Do you have a spreadsheet that people...
Personal too, but yes, we have one for accounting. It is a very lengthy. You all the utility expenses, rent, all your loans, income, all your sales. You can even customize it. So yes, we can give that to you once you become our client. Absolutely, no problem.
Okay, great. Well, the last question, need some time off because they look sick or their temperature was high. Do we still need to pay them as a business owner?
I will suggest for you to do that, to have family leave, and it was the sick leave. And it was also even, they also have like another leave for kids. Like if you have to stay home because your daycare, of course, is closed, even though your kid is not sick, if you have to be at home, there is a tax relief that if you pay your employee for those 10 weeks, I think it's up to 10 weeks, they will reimburse you a certain amount. Oh, I don't remember exactly how much in there. So they will do that. If they have to go home because a family member is sick, because they are sick, because their kids are sick, something like that, you also can get tax relief from EDD. As long as they are on payroll and you are paying EDD for them, you can take that tax relief for your business.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think that's something to just keep in mind as a business owner, to just start setting funds aside for this, I guess, a new COVID fund, if anything is related, right? We have emergency funds, we have paid family leave, but I guess now we have to build a COVID fund.
You have your employees on payroll, you can provide all these leaves and you can get reimbursed certain amount of percentage of it. And it is good for you because you want to take care of your employee. You don't want them to come sick. You
Right.
don't want them to be stressed because they have to leave their kid at home
Yeah.
or their family member at home. So you are benefiting somehow from giving them this opportunity and for them to feel safe that they can go and take care of their member, the family member.
Yes, I agree. And it just overall, it just builds the morale of the team if they
Yeah.
know that their employer is taking care and watching out for their, for their livelihood, but also for their well-being and health. It builds the morale of the team. And I've experienced that when an employer cares for their employees, you want to put in that work and you feel almost guilty going home, but it's just so much better versus like your employer is like, okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to let you go, or no, we can't cover. You want to have that more morale with your team, and just that, making sure that it's a good working environment.
And I think more on these times that we are living, Dorima,
Yeah.
because it's the world. The world
Yeah.
is suffering. It's not only you.
Right.
It's not a unique situation for one employer versus other. It's like we all are in the same boat at this time.
Right.
And so how can we make a little bit your life a little bit better in this time instead of helping you feel more like
Right.
depressed and down?
Yeah, no,
So
that's definitely very important, and I 100% agree that right now it's a time to come together and uplift one another, support one another, and see how we can make sure that we come out of this stronger. And but yeah, I 100% agree.
yes. Okay. So let's talk about examples and things that we have to do. So definitely the financial projections. Financial projections because we have to pay back our loans, the loans that we used to have before the pandemic, the loans that we acquire now with the pandemic. So we need to know what we have. We have been suggesting our clients to get another bank account for the new loans that they're getting because PPP and idle, you have to justify and you have to show. Like, I gave you $25,000, show me how you spend it. So if you mix it maybe with your bank account, you can get confused. If you have a good accounting system, by all means, go ahead and leave it where you have it, no problem. But make sure that you know your financials, that you know what is going to happen with you, with your money that you're getting right now. That it is, some of them um, the requirements for you to claim the PPP amount for those 8 weeks that are forgiven. For some of you, if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry. This is just all these loans that the government was giving to help. So we can talk about it later on if you don't know about this and you want to apply because they are still open for you can still apply for the PPP. Okay, marketing. Marketing your customers, your employees, your suppliers, your vendors, your partners. Marketing is not only me telling you, buy from me, come and purchase this, or I give you this service. Marketing is also me reaching out to you and telling you, hey, I'm still here. We're still in business. Yes, we have been closed for this past month. We want to start reopening in June. I'll let you know when. Like I was telling you before of the conversation today, that you are going to tell them how you're going to do it, how is this transition going to work, how many days a week you're going to be working. Why your vendors and your suppliers, they're the ones who give you the money, the products or the things for you to work. So you need to make sure that they also have on their end enough for you to get. I was talking to a restaurant, so they were like, okay, so we're going to open. I know we cannot have clients, but we're going to implement the delivery and the curbside pickup because we never used to have that. I'm like, that's great. And how many days are you going to open? Oh no, 7 days a week. We can do this. And I'm like, whoa, slow down. Remember, you're a restaurant. You need to have your vendors or your suppliers giving you the meat, the tomatoes, the whatevers that you have. Are you going to be able to have enough stock for you to sell? The other thing, do you really want to open with the 50 things that you had in your menu before? Do you want to open with only 20 things in your menu? 10 things? Why? Because you cannot maybe open fully right now, but you can gradually do it. So start planning and start telling your public about that. By the way, we used to have 50 things or 50 items, but we are going to start slowly. And these are the first 20 items or 10 items or whatever it is that we're going to start offering you, because also your supplier is not going to be able to supply all that thing. You cannot work Monday through Sunday from 8 to 8 or to 8 from to 10 like you used to. Maybe you can only work from 11 to 4 o'clock. Those are your reduced hours. So, hey, customers, hey, employees, we're going to work from this hour to this hour. So, if you want to come and pick it up, we will have a curbside pickup. Or if you want delivery, we have somebody who does deliveries. A lot of the clients were like, I wasn't able to do delivery through Postmates or through all these companies because they charge 20% more, and I don't want to increase the amount on my product to my clients. So what we come up with is like, okay, as a community, why don't you guys come together and see if the neighbor, if the other person that you know that is out of a job right now will be willing to work for you and do the deliveries for you. You can do that, of course. You can hire them to be your delivery person. They will have a work, they will be grateful to you, and you just take the precautions that you need to and the measurements that you have supposed to do that. So redesign the floors, like we said. You need to accommodate the layout to show the social distancing, to show the new rules, put the posters, what are the new rules. Some people feel funny putting on the floor the little arrows to show you, oh, you have to go this way, or you have to, like I tell everybody, hey, this is the new thing. And everybody knows by now that this is what happened, what is happening. They're not going to feel offended if you put a little line on the floor, say, stand here, or not even saying stand here. We already know that the red lines here means that's where you need to stand. So people are getting used to this. They know what is happening. They will know, and you can explain the rules. We do have stores that have the one way aisles. We have stores that have not done that. Maybe their aisles are wide enough. They don't need to accommodate that, like a Costco maybe. But we want to be mindful about the distance anyway. We want to be mindful, telling, please don't bump into each other, try to keep the distance. And that's why the stores are reminding you constantly via their speakers that please keep the physical distancing, sorry, and the face masks on. Customers that don't want to do it, yes, you have the right to tell them, sorry, you cannot. America, and the employee from Costco said, too bad, I'm sorry, if you don't want to wear the mask, I'm taking your card away and you can leave the premises. That's our rule, that's our thing. Everybody should know by now. Nobody needs to. I don't think at this point we should feel offended if we are asked to wear a face mask because it's mandatory. It is what it is. So don't feel embarrassed to have to tell me this is how you go. Remember that when you bring back staff, there may be some staff that doesn't want to come back, and it's okay. They found a new job, they found a new hobby, they are going to start their own business. They already started selling face masks and they're getting a lot of money from it. Why not? We have seen people happen that and they were like, oh, to reopen someday, please bear with us or tell me what you're planning. And if they would have told you, I'm already in my own thing, you will know by now that you need more new staff, so you need to start recruiting. The governor of California created a page. Right now, I don't remember the name, but I will put it also in the links that we're going to put in this Facebook when we are done. And it's for people to look for employees, and it's or for looks, yeah, for new employees, and it's for other people to look for jobs. Virtual social media. You need to use social media. Yes, please do so. Please advertise. So it is the new thing. We need to be in social media. There is no option because we are all now very used to virtual. We now know that that's the way we have to go. Make sure that okay, watch parties. That's what and the live streaming. Right now you're in a live streaming. The ones that are joining us right now, this is live streaming. This is what's happening. Whatever mistakes I make it be live, and that's what it is. But there are also watch parties. Watch parties is also the live streaming, but a lot of people, what they're doing is we have an example of a lady who have a store, a physical store, where she sells cheese and she hosts parties with people who comes to the store and they sample cheese and they talk about the cheese and what is, and the idea that when we talk and came up with this was, why not, she said, okay, let me do something, we will do a watch party, we will sell a box with three samples of the cheese, enough for them to eat and to have leftovers later on. Let's say, for example, she will sell in at $50 the box. She will deliver it to you. You don't open it until the day of the party, and we will say the party is next Friday. So you will order right now in order for you to make sure that you will get a person. She started giving little freebies. She will give crackers or things like that. Then people started suggesting, why don't you also sell wine with it? So send us a bottle of red or a white, or la, la, la. So she started doing this, and it was so much fun for her and so much fun for the people who are attending that she's thinking about not doing it in person anymore, or maybe doing it once a month, but not with the as often as she used to, and maybe not even having the place anymore because she was paying rent to have an everyday thing there. And maybe instead of having that, she will rent a space for that once a month, and she will save so much money. So those are the things. Watch parties on let's open our jewelry, or look what I'm doing, or this is my product. You don't even need to have a watch party where you already sold your products. You can have a watch party just to show what you sell. You can have a watch party of your services. I know I have been talking a lot. In this, we will do. You share your screen. You show them. I can share my screen in Facebook too, and I can show them how to fill out a tax form. And then don't be afraid that you're going to lose that person as a customer. Sometimes I don't want to do my taxes. I'd rather have somebody do it. Good for me to know how to do it. Yes, because I need to know, I need to have some knowledge of it, but I will hire you. You show me that you're good at doing it, so let me hire you. That's what it is. Get testimonials, videos from people who have used your products, your services. Those testimonials do matter and helps a lot because it tells me if you're really reliable. Testimonials from your customers can be in writing or can be in videos. Videos these days are talking way better. People love to watch a video 5-10 seconds to see what it is. 5-10 seconds of you filming your own products or services, people love that. So do that. USC and SBDC have created a directory in order for us to come together as a community. It's for LA County, and we want you to advertise your product or your services so other people can use it. It's divided by sectors: east, west, north, south, and so people can see that you are close to me. And like I was saying about the partnerships, so we had the juicery and the taco place, and what they did is, hey, what if we have a menu together where we can sell your juices with my products, and we can tell them we are working together, and that way encouraging this: shop local, shop small. And we as a small business development center, that's our motto too, is to support you as a small business owner to shop local and to really make sure that we come together as a community. So make sure you do that. These are just posters that we have seen.
No questions at the moment, but I do want to add on to what you're saying and how important it is to support one another during this time, especially us that are business owners, and how important it is to just connect on social media to get other ideas. And I really like that idea of the virtual cheese tasting. That is super creative and can be fun to do something like that. And even I personally used to have an online boutique store. I still sell some things online, but one thing that really helped my sales is to get on live and show the items there, show how they fit. And then also people can ask questions they're not able to try it on. And doing something like that, even though it might feel uncomfortable the first or second time, but once you start doing it a couple of times and you get used to it, you are able to reach more of your customers and also paint an image of what that outfit or what that item it is that you're selling, whether it's jewelry or shoes, what it'll look like if they were to wear it with jeans or perhaps a dress. So different things like that can really help your business. And I know it helped me, and it was super uncomfortable getting on camera, but once you did it once or twice, then it was fine. No one cares, you know. At the end of the day, I know we get so shy in front of the camera, but no one cares. You know, if we make a mistake, no one will notice it. No one will know, right? And so it's better to just...
And even if they know, Dorima, and even if they notice the thing, it's like, oh, we know we're live. It's not rehearsed. It's
and
not
fun.
So
yeah, it makes you more relatable too. That you don't have to be this
that
perfect
you're human.
person. Yeah, exactly. So I think that's very important, and I like that idea of just doing these virtual parties and different things that you can do to still connect with your customers and your clients, to let them know that even though it's not the old way of doing business, but this is the new normal, we can still provide our services and products to you in the comfort of your home. So very important.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love that. And I think you have touched something that I normally try to encourage people to think and to do is that you guys are human, and there is always a human behind a business.
Yes.
And they want to know that. They want to know that you are a human that has feelings, that makes mistakes, that you're there. They have kids. They have a dog that barks when you're doing these lives, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. The dog is barking.
Yeah.
It's like my gardener came in just in time when I was live. It's like, oh, really? You are human. And that's the beauty of all this. It's like, oh, that's cool. Oh, she also has a dog. Like, I can relate to you. And that's what sometimes we forget. As business owners, we forget that we are a human being behind that business, and that people like to see that. They like to know that you also have feelings.
Yeah, exactly. And like you said, I mean, there's people that I follow on social media for that reason, that sometimes I get to see their little kids doing silly stuff in the background and it's entertaining. So little things like that is what, you know, even people like myself, that's the reason why I follow certain people on social media, because they feel like more down to earth. You're able to relate with them. They make some mistakes and they just roll with it and make fun of themselves. And sometimes that's what makes it fun and entertaining for everybody. So it's very important, especially right now, supporting locally, supporting small business. Maybe if you don't feel comfortable eating at a restaurant or purchasing food from a restaurant, but buy a gift card. You know, that is still funds that they can use right now, and you can still use those funds later in the future, right? Different ways to find creative, or maybe share that business. If, you know, like, hey, I bought tacos from this person, or I bought cheese from this person, you might enjoy it too. So little things like that make a big difference. And perhaps there's someone in your friends list that would be interested in something like that, but they just don't know where to go or where to find it. So it's very important right now.
Love it. I love it. I love the idea of just buying a gift card, or give a gift card as a gift.
Yeah.
Hey, Mother's Day just came by.
Yeah.
Graduations are coming. Father's Day is coming.
That's very true. All these holidays are coming up.
Yeah, so we still have a lot of excuses to shop local and to support our students later on, because the videos are going to be there, and Dorima is going to get a notification. I will get a notification, so we can answer you later on. Make sure you have our information if you want to do it later on, because a lot of people don't feel comfortable asking it live. Right. That's fine, no problem. That's the phone number. You can call us. There is the information on who we are in Facebook. So feel free to do it later on and reach out to us. And just to end my comment here, Dorima, I want to let everybody know, and all the small business know, you guys are not alone. You really, really have a great support system here with Dorima's institution, with our institution. We really care for small business owners. We really care for the community, and we are here to support you. So please, please, please reach out to us, and we will find a solution for whatever you need.
Thank you, Claudia. Thank you so much for that for these trainings. I know they're very beneficial not only to myself but our community. And for those of you, like she mentioned, if you weren't able to watch this live, but you still have questions, you still have some things that come up or you need help with, please don't be afraid to reach out to us. And whether it's me or Claudia that will help you, we will connect you with the people that can provide those resources or education, or if we're able to help you, we definitely want to be that support to you. And so let us know how we can support you. Let us know how we can also support your business. What type of business you have and how we can help promote it during this time. But, the SBDC is a great organization. I highly recommend them. And they have chapters all throughout the country. So if you're watching from a different state or a different part of California, let us know and we can connect you to someone perhaps locally to you that can help you during this time. So it doesn't hurt to. And I know we want to get to the raffle, so I'm going to get to that right now, but just wanted to say that really quickly. So if you joined us here live and you registered prior to the workshop, you'll see your name on the screen right now. And the third name that comes up, that'll be the winner. And make sure to contact us within an hour with your information so that we can ship that. All right, let's see here. All right, so the first name is Sonia Rojo. You're still in the raffle. Remember, it's the third name that'll be the winner. So let's spin it one more time. Ooh, Norma. All right, Norma, don't worry. You're still in our raffle, and this will be the winner. Let's see who says I'm the winner. Comment down below if you think you're going to win. Oh my gosh, it's Gina. Gina, I know you're watching us live right now, so make sure you contact us with your information. I know you've been one of our active person right there on our comments and our live streams, so make sure you contact us, Gina, so that you can claim your gift card. Send us a private message with your information so we can ship that over to you. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Claudia. And if you have any questions or anything, message us. Have a wonderful 4-day weekend and happy Memorial Day to everybody. Bye.